Good evening and welcome to the first ever cooking show for me. We got a great meal for you this evening. We're gonna do a vegan or a plant-based corn chowder, and we'll go ahead and just list off the ingredients here for you. We need 2 large red potatoes. They didn't have red potatoes, so we got russet potatoes. 14 ounce, or in this case 13.5 ounce cup of coconut milk, a red pepper, 3 cans of corn, some coconut oil, some Cajun seasoning, some vegetable broth, a whole onion, onion, and a clove of garlic. I hate when cooking videos take forever to tell you how to make it, so we're gonna get right into it. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this off of something that I wrote down, a recipe that I took off the internet somewhere. I'll put the link down below so that you can look at the blog post or whatever of the person that wrote it. First things first, put 2 cans of corn in a blender. 2 cans of corn, blender. Come on, blender. Maybe it's a bad can. Well, guess who doesn't have a standard can opener? Not off to a good start here. Not bad if I do say so myself. Every cooking video has one of those towels they throw over their shoulder, right? Now we're in business. Next up, we're gonna peel and chop 2 of these potatoes, boil them, and we're gonna prep our veggies. So, back in a second. You're gonna wanna fill your pot up with some water. And turn on your burner and let that get to a boil. All right, while we're waiting for that water to boil, we're gonna rinse off these potatoes, get ready to peel them. Recipe calls for quartered potatoes. So, I'm supposed to do a little something like this. Quartered, okay? That's half. There's quartered. In case you don't know simple geometry, okay? Halved, quartered, quartered. All right, we're putting our potatoes in the boiling water. Normally what you would do is put the potatoes in first and then start boiling the water, but this will do. Forgot to mention, there's one more added ingredient. Carrots, okay? 3 carrots. Don't forget that, very important. So we're gonna peel these and chop them. Okay, so now we have our chopped carrots, garlic, red pepper, and onion. Always remember to clean as you go. Makes you hate your life less. Okay, next up, saute these veggies in oil in a large stock pot. Add the chopped onion and saute. Let onions start to turn brown. Put in seasonings and salt. All right, these potatoes are as done as they need to be, so we're gonna take them off the heat. And if we'll look inside, you'll see these are knife tender. They're supposed to be fork tender, but good enough, right? All right, we're gonna saute our veggies now. 3 tablespoons coconut oil. Oh, I did not realize it was this hard. If you've never used coconut oil, apparently it's not oil. Apparently it's some kind of clumpy material. And so just be prepared for that. All right, 3 tablespoons, good enough. Now that we have our coconut oil in there, we're gonna crank this bad boy up. We're gonna put on medium-high heat. And as you can see, those coconut clumps are turning into oil pretty quick here. In go the oignons et red pepper. It's supposed to be just the onion, but I put it in the same container. It's my fault. We're gonna want to get this nice and brown, okay? We don't want translucent onions. We're gonna want some brown onions. Make sure you come by here and you zhuzh it every once in a while, so we don't get any stickage. Don't want any stickage when we're cooking. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. So the next step is to take these potatoes out and put them in the blender with the corn. We're actually just gonna wanna put 1 potato in there. And then we'll add the coconut milk and the broth. Follow me over to the blender. Now this ain't no Vitamix, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. 1 of the potatoes. Ooh, a little mushy. Not ideal. Alright, so we're gonna scoop them. How many quarters makes a whole again? It's gonna be 4. 4 quarters. There's 3. The majority of the 4th one. And I believe this to be the other pieces of the 4th one. In addition, we're gonna wanna add our veggie broth and our coconut milk, 1 cup. Once again, I'm without a can opener. One cup of coconut milk. It is. Turns out that's about basically a can anyway. Go ahead and dump that in there. Alright, now again, this ain't no Vitamix, so we'll see how she does. Nope. Yep. Alright. Power. That's looking a little extra watery. Ooh. Okay, unfortunately, actually, that's not too watery. Not too bad. We'll work with it. We'll head on over to our onions here. Let's get a good look in there, shall we? What the hell? Alright, well, some of them are turning brown. Some of them are still translucent. But I tell you what, that's good. It's good enough for me. We're going to put the next group of vegetables in. Next group of prep stuff here. Alright, so we're on the home stretch here. Next, we're going to add all our chopped veggies. We're going to add all our chopped veggies right here. Okay. I think I'm going to need a bigger bowl. Hold, please. Okay, that's a 10 pour. We're going to use a bigger bowl here. And as you can see inside, there's a little bit of water left and the old potatoes. And we're going to put all these veggies in there. And the extra can of corn and the mix that we just mixed up. And we're going to bring this to a gentle boil. So here's our saute mix. We're going to put it in that bigger bowl there. Cruise on over here. Show you what's going on inside the pot. Okay. We're gonna mush up these extra potatoes a little bit. Now this is where our watery mix is going to thicken up a little bit. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, I'm just going to pour this in. Just pour this in. All right, we're going to put in the extra can of corn, let this simmer, and we should be done. And I just put in the last cup of corn, and by cup I mean can. Here is the Wolverine opening job. Next video I'll have a can opener, I promise. And the name of the game is Simmer and Thicken. So we're gonna get her simmering, put a lid on it and let it thicken. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I forgot one of the most important things. The spices. I'll just read this off to you real quick. We got 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons Cajun seasoning, half teaspoon paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. Okay, that's what we got right here. We're gonna go ahead and dump it in right now. As you can see, that's starting to thicken up a little bit. And dump this in there and give it a nice stir, shall we? Okay, you're gonna have some stuff that sticks to the bottom, so you're gonna make sure you zhuzh this often. We'll be back in a bit. Hey Dad, can you drop some corn chowder on the ground for me? Really hungry. Teddy, are you hungry, buddy? You are? There's that cute face. Sweet boy. The moment we've all been waiting for. The taste test. It's hot as hell.
It's gonna burn my mouth. Good? Sure, last one. It's like it's got the creaminess to it that it normally has.
I mean, to me it tastes really good. I don't know how to describe it.
It's got really good flavor.
I would describe it as corny and chowdery.
Well,
Got a little corn and a little chowder.
I guess you could say it's well named then.
I feel like I did a pretty crap job, and it tastes good. So if you happen to do a good job, I think you'll really like it. See you on the next video.